Ethics to me would mean that you need to be faithful to the fact, that you need to get the other side of the story, that you need to pay attention to the context of the story. So ethics or absence of ethics is a problem and a challenge, primarily because people don't know what ethics are all about. That's one. The other is professional journalists would always be an ethical journalist. So if your professionalism has a certain question mark or a weak point or a weak link in it, then you're likely to be perceived as an unethical journalist. The third challenge really is that there's too much focus on first person singular, that is, myself. There has become a tendency for reporters and media persons to believe that they are the story. So they try to reflect stories through their own person. I think that's a fairly big challenge in Pakistan right now. I think ratings are overrated. If you were to look at what makes good ratings and what does not make good rating, the difference between the two is really of point something. People who believe that if they were to have heavy hitters, headline grabbers in their programs, their ratings are going to spiral. That rarely happens. Data proves that if you were to be ethically correct, if you are professionally sound, and if you are reflecting people's concerns and people's voices, you don't need to have so-called rating getting faces. I personally have not done a one-on-one interview with Sheikh Rashid. Don't intend to do that. I have not interviewed Prime Minister Gilani for 2 years. Want to do it, wouldn't get the interview. President Zardari doesn't give us the interview. MQM is conspicuous by absence as far as my programs are concerned. There I told DCN, that's okay. But frankly, my ratings, as it were, have not been affected. Some of the programs in which we didn't have any guest, just visuals, got ratings as compared to those programs where they were supposed to be heavy hitters. So I think ratings is a chase which we should give up and focus just on ethical journalism. We will get ratings nonetheless. A journalist's opinion should be reflected through the narrative of facts. That is for the reporters. But if you're an anchor person, I think there's a strange concept about an anchor person, that an anchor person is supposed to be absolutely, totally neutral. Not really. An anchor person is the approximation of a column writer. And column writer is first person singular most of the times. But anchors are still at least trying to bring in different perspectives in their program. So if you're a reporter, frankly, keep your opinion out, bring in facts, string them together in a manner that you present a story like a good camera person would, shoot visuals which tell the story without having to narrate anything. But if you want to give your opinion, say it's my opinion. Do not mix your opinion with the illusion of giving facts. I think that's very unfair. I dare say that I have more control over my pen than on my tongue, because when you have the mic in front of you, either you can't stop or you can't talk, and both can be equally disastrous. So TV then becomes a bigger challenge, because you have to give mind or brains to your tongue, which is difficult to do. So the tone is set by visuals as well. In print, I can conjure up images, but I can't compete with what camera tells the viewer. So I think the genres are different, therefore the tone is different, but the fundamentals remain the same. Just because I'm using the tongue instead of the pen, I can't be unethical, by which I mean really unprofessional, by which I mean I need to have both sides of the story, I need to have correct facts, and I need to be fair to all shades of opinion. I would not name names, not because I am afraid of naming names. It is just that there will not be any left. I'll be very honest with you. So that will be my answer as to who is to be blamed. And all owners, and I'm surprised that they don't pay attention to maintaining minimum standards of professional journalism within their companies. If they were to be running businesses, and some of them do run businesses, they're very particular about maintaining irreducible minimum standards in their companies. So if nothing else, at least corporatize the media in terms of professionalism. You know, from salaries to pay packages, to the way people are hired, to the way people are fired. This is an industry, unfortunately, which has not been corporatized at all and professionalized at all. I think the blame for that really rests with the owners. The viewer is very smart, and they are watching us. They are they are rating us, not the ratings that we are talking. They are rating us in terms of our credibility as well, not in terms of our popularity. I think that agenda-based journalism is absolutely problematic, and even within one organization, you would have 5 different agendas being pursued, which is even worse. So you don't know which agenda are they pursuing. You know, everybody's agenda, their own agenda, and what is their agenda. I think that is happening, but then I would not labor the point beyond a certain point. I think the viewer is smart, and the market does respond to this kind of agenda-driven, propaganda-based journalism, and the market does not respond to those people very kindly.